Hey, so today we are looking at the Electro-Voice Everse 8. Now, a lot of you have seen me do some videos on these things. We've been taking them and using them in the field a lot this past year. This has basically become our main ceremony speakers for the different outdoor weddings that Michael and I did this past year. And it also became a speaker that we were using for fill when we were doing a room where we wanted to have, during a cocktail time, music on the other side coming, so we didn't have to have the microphones super loud and coming from these speakers. We could do the whole room. These became the tools of choice. I've got two different colors here because I've got a set of black and a set of white to go with that would match up to our main speakers that we're going to be utilizing. Now, it is an 8-inch. It's the Everse 8. It's an 8-inch two-way cabinet. Pretty much this is, in my opinion, the top of the line when it comes to the battery-powered speakers that are out there right now. It has the best sound. It has the best coverage. It has really pretty much everything that a person is going to want to have. We can do a lot of the control on the back of this, and we're going to take a look at that in just a second. We're going to listen to them with the same track that other battery-powered speakers in our little testing here has been performing with. One part we're not going to get into is that there is an app. Electro-Voice has a really cool app for getting into some really fine control of these speakers. We're not going to get into that, but if you really need to have some control with the compression and different things on the channels, the app is the way to go, and there's a really great video that they've done on the app. It's neat stuff. I want to do this though for what the average DJ who's using this for ceremony, which is what we did, how you would utilize this speaker, and that's what we're going to look at here when you turn it around and look at the back of it. So let's jump into that back and take a look at how the kind of flexibility the little Everse 8 has for you. So the Everse 8, of course, it can be used as a speaker with battery, or it can be plugged in. Little speaker can be utilized as a plug-in speaker and kind of use it as the tops for your DJ system if you had a smaller party, or it can be used as a battery, and that's what we pretty much use it as, battery powered. You can replace the battery. The battery goes right up in the bottom there. It's got a pole mount there. It can be used as a wedge monitor. This is actually powerful enough to be utilized as a monitor for a singer. Getting up here, there's not a ton of stuff right in this area, but up here we've got the EV, their little DSP that's using the Dynacord technology in there, and there's a lot of stuff. I can set the music for pole. I can set it for being a wedge or monitor on the floor. I can set it for subs. I can set it for a variety of different subs. And that's all happening right in here. And right now, actually, there we go. We've got our function. We can change it. We can make this into a mixer and do things with that. And we can take it. I'm going to go down. And we can change our mode from music to speech and different things. We can change our levels. We're using it as a tripod. Sub, yes, no, as far as different crossover points and what type of sub it's going to be. So there's just a lot of flexibility and a lot of different things you can do with this. This particular speaker, you can Bluetooth to the first one, and then you can link to the second. You access the linking inside that menu we were just in, and we could link it up to the second one, which is really kind of a neat feature. If I want to plug in my microphone, or I could do microphone instrument, and then I've got my ability to go Bluetooth over here, and then I could do an 1/8-inch jack with that. I've got the inputs here, and then I have a mix out that can bounce to the next speaker if I wanted to do it with a wire. But now let's say if I wanted to control just the sound coming in here on number one, the microphone, what I would do with that is I basically push that and make it white, and now I have the ability to bring the level of that single channel up or down, and I can adjust that. And then I'll say I want to do the other microphone. I can go and push that. Now I'm on input, and now if I want to do the Bluetooth, I'm here, and I can control the Bluetooth. So you can control these individually using the same screen, using the same little knob, and to be able to see as I'm turning it, what's happening. Oh, I'm at a plus 4 dB. I'm at a plus 10 dB. Whatever it is, I can control it by just selecting the channel and then adjusting it up here. When I have them all out like that, now I'm just basically, this is a main master volume, and it's controlling everything is in unison instead of an individual channel. But I think it's time for us to put some music to this and take a listen.
But tell me, can you stop the rain?
So now as we're turning this up, what's kind of neat about the EV stuff is that it will give you a little limit. When it's getting to that point where we're really pushing, And what that limiting is doing, when you see that come up like that, that is protecting the speaker. That does not mean, if it starts starting to flicker on, that doesn't mean that I have ruined the speaker. That means that the protection has started and it's starting to protect what's in here. It's starting to roll off the top of that. So it's going to protect the speaker. When that limit is on and it's on solid, that means I'm pushing too hard and I need to back off a little bit. But when you see those flicker on when it comes to Electro-Voice gear, that means that, okay, you're right to the point and we're going to protect it so you don't ruin anything. But don't go much louder than, you're basically, that's as loud as you want to go. And you want to pull it down when you get the opportunity. So it isn't the end of the world to see it once in a while, but that's that's the yellow light and you probably should be backing it off before you push more and you see the red light. Anyway, that's just an overview. The Everse 8 come in white, they come in black, they do a great job. This particular unit has been out in the field. It was out for about 6 hours in 20-degree weather. These were actually running louder than every other speaker. I had intentionally wanted them to be louder because they were in the main, most important part of the event. And right now it's showing it's got about 50% of its battery left. They were probably more in the line of being out there for maybe, about that 6-hour time frame because they were the first ones we got there and we set them up a little bit more than that actually. And they were the last ones to come down because again, they were in a very critical spot. And the battery life is going to depend on your volume, but 6 hours, half the battery, that means that this is going to give you 10 hours of runtime or more. Warmer weather would give you more. For most DJs, that's all the speaker and battery you're going to need for a full day of ceremony and a little bit of sound here and there as you're going throughout the day. We'll put links in the description below so you can go check this out. The Everse 8's out at electrovoice.com. Your favorite dealer is going to have them. They're all over online. Great little speakers for those out there doing weddings. This is John Young. Thanks for watching.